No candidate is expected to pay examination fees as the government is not planning to go against its policy. Magoha was responding to information from a section of media that purported that the Kenya National Examination Council was looking into raising the fee to cater for the rising cost of administering exams.
2022 has been termed as the transition year in the education calendar, as it will be heavy on the examinations that will be administered to learners in the country. In March, Class 8 and Form 4 candidates will be sitting for their KCPE and KCSE examinations. And in December, another class of candidates, including the pioneers of the competency-based curriculum, will sit for their examinations.
Instead of having the 2 normal exams, we are going to have 5 examinations. And my orders from His Excellency the President is to ensure that I give all my time. And therefore a sizable amount of my time will focus on the delivery of those examinations. For both poor and rich children, the government is paying examination fees for them. So why should a national newspaper say we are going to increase examination fees? What a common person starts thinking is that, oh, kumbe, we are still having examination fees. So why somebody who is intelligent should pick that kind of thing, even if you want to sell your paper? Honestly, can we have a life and be responsible? And for the record, even for the close to over 2 million children having exams in March, the government has paid for each and every one of them, both in primary school and secondary school, and that policy is not going to change. So you want to start destroying the strategic plan before it is even laid out.
The CS, on the other hand, claims that as the examination body is busy preparing for the national examinations, a section of its employees was sabotaging their efforts.
In a civilized workforce, where you have called the whole education stakeholder to come and launch a strategic plan, and then one idiot leaks that strategic plan to a particular newspaper. I have not seen it. As I come to launch it, somebody is serializing it in one of the papers. So whoever did that should be ashamed of him or herself. You are doing a total disservice to a very strong brand. NEC is now a very strong brand.
The 5-year NEC strategic plan is not static. Education Cabinet Secretary has advised NEC officials that they are free to change the plan depending on the status quo in the education sector.
Then you must be able to measure every year. What is it that you are intending to achieve at this stage that you have not achieved? Nothing stops you from reviewing the strategic plan every year, so that at the end of your tenure you say, no, this is what I have achieved. And when you leave, you can say, no, I have achieved 1, 2, 3, 4.
Within the strategic plan, I am sure that you well covered the component of competence-based assessment. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, assessment influences teaching, and the way that we craft and structure our assessment will directly influence the way that our teachers will train our learners.
It addresses emerging issues in the education sector brought about by the new curriculum reforms and the policy directives on the implementation of the competency-based curriculum.
And it is through this strategic plan that NEC will continue to re-engineer itself and ensure that it provides the necessary assessments to ensure this country is on the right trajectory in the education sector and in national development.
Arranging for this event that you have.
Contrary to recent reports that purported that the government was looking into raising examination fees, the Education Cabinet Secretary says they have no plans of going against the policy, as the government has already paid the fees for all candidates. Sharon Baranga, TV 47.